Since we use the old user interface for SCENE for some of our more advanced tasks, such as creating clusters, let's take a minute to look through how to navigate and get to most of the content. As you will see, the bars shown at the bottom are pretty consistent with the new user interface. There are a few ways to get to most of your main options with the old interface. The easiest is by right-clicking in Open Space and going to Visibility Settings. Within this menu, you'll have the ability to change your camera angle from a perspective to an orthogonal projection. You can also change your background colors depending on how you like. CAD users typically would migrate to a black background, whereas Revit users may go to something like white. In the View tab, we have the ability to turn on our clear view, which enables us to see through walls and through the ceilings and through walls. We could also turn on gap filling, which will make the point cloud appear more solid. We can also turn on super sampling, which makes the point cloud look a little bit better at the cost of time to load it. The scan points themselves can be set in sizes. We can force it to a single size by clicking on fixed and picking what we want, or we can leave it on the default adaptive point size, which changes them based on how far away you are from the point cloud. We can also change the way that the point cloud is displayed. A measured value would show your scans in black and white or color depending on settings. In this instance, it's commonly used in QC to change it to unique for scans. This displays each specific point cloud as its own pixel color. And this is handy for performing QC work. As you'll see in a second, we can see the color of each scan where it's concentrated, but we can also easily pick out areas of overlap that we could check for our QC process. The other main options that you'll access in the old user interface will be in Tools and Options. This is comparable to all of the settings that you set up in the settings gear in the new interface. You can change your units, you can change your exporting options, you can adjust how your point cloud is displayed, and you can adjust your place scan settings. This is all comparable to what you would do during the new interface, but it's all accessed here in this option. If you feel the need to go back to the new user interface, that's simply done by clicking on this S icon in the top left of your toolbars. This will take us back to the new user interface. With these options to go back and forth, you can find whichever workflow works best for you and feel comfortable within the interface, yet not be limited to going down one path. Having the option go back and forth enables you to do some of the easier automated processes in the new user interface for registration, yet also give you the ability to go back to the previous version for some of the advanced registration and QC issues. That concludes our session.